There are 12 bad habits that can damage your kidneys. You want to know what they are? I've got them coming right up. We all have bad habits, whether it's biting our fingernails, procrastinating, watching too much TV. There's a million of them. But there are 12 of them that can cause damage to your kidneys. And let's get right to those. First, not drinking enough water. Your kidneys remove toxins and waste from your blood. They need water. That's the fuel that they use to pull those things out of the blood and flush them down to your bladder as urine, where you can then pee it all away and flush it goodbye. Not drinking enough water removes that fuel that your kidneys need so they can do their job. Also, being dehydrated can increase the rate at which your kidneys fail and they're just not working. Don't get dehydrated. So how much water should you be drinking? You should know this. 1/2 your body weight in ounces every single day. Next, when nature calls and you gotta go, not going is a problem. You need to empty your bladder, get that all out of there. Holding it, first of all, there could be some bacteria in there. Not always, but there could be. And you're just exposing your body to it longer. You don't need that. And holding it puts stress on your kidneys. So when nature calls, you gotta go. This one I've mentioned so many times, and your doctor has mentioned it. Too much salt in your diet. You should not have a salt shaker at your table. No, there is more than enough salt for what your body needs in all the food that you eat. Practically everything has salt. Even an egg. An egg has salt in it. Quite a bit actually. Reduce the amount of salt. That means not adding it, reading labels, looking for what the sodium content is. They pack a lot of salt in food, and watching out for processed meat. Most people should only eat 1,500 to 2,000 milligrams of salt every day. And if you're not adding salt, you'll probably hit that number pretty easy. Next, we have not getting enough sleep. And I know for those who already have kidney disease, this is a tough one. It's very common for you to go to bed, wake up an hour, 2 hours later, and be wide awake for many, many hours, and then fall asleep again. It's almost like you're taking cat naps at night, but your body needs the rest. When you're sleeping and resting, your body's repairing itself. It's repairing the organs and the cells. Just the sunlight, the ultraviolet's doing damage. Your body needs that time to do all of its stuff, take care of itself. It's busy working. As a matter of fact, did you know that when you're sleeping, your body uses more protein than any time during the day? It's because it's building muscles, repairing those, and working on your bones and all that stuff. So give your body time. Make sure and get as much sleep as you can. You should be shooting, for the average, probably around 8 hours a day if possible. I know with kidney disease, it's 8 hours would be a miracle. It'd be amazing. All right, this one's a big no-no. You've heard this one before. Hopefully, don't use painkillers. Don't overuse them. Especially the NSAIDs ones, non-steroid anti-inflammatory drugs. Those are really bad. They can cause kidney damage with a large dose or even small doses used over a long period of time. Even Tylenol, which is one of the safer ones for those who already have kidney disease, can cause problems. Now, it usually damages your liver, but you got to be careful with pain relievers. If you have a headache, there's these cold compress things you can put on your forehead. They stick on there. They usually work great. They work fantastic for me. Maybe you can take a shower. Maybe you can go for a walk. Maybe you can do some stretching. try to find, if possible, alternatives for all these minor aches and pains that you may want to pop a pill, but maybe you can get by without a pill. You don't want those adding up over time. That's how my kidney disease, my kidney damage, my chronic kidney disease, came to me. It was from overuse of Advil. Now, I was not popping pills like crazy. I was taking less than the daily dosage. Problem was, because of my back, I was taking it for almost a year, and it just destroyed my kidneys. All right, so when it comes to pain pills, try to skip them as much as possible. Only use them when absolutely needed, and only use the amount you absolutely need. All right, now this one's a bit of a tricky one. Excessive caffeine intake. You're consuming too much caffeine. For those that are consuming too much caffeine or tons of it, you're increasing your blood pressure, you're restricting the size of your blood vessels. That can lead to kidney damage. Now, you don't need to stop all caffeine, because believe it or not, there is research out there that shows having a few cups of coffee a day are good for your kidneys. They can help people who have kidney disease. Just be careful. Don't get crazy. Don't be eating tons of chocolate. Don't be taking lots of energy drinks. And don't be down in 6, lattes every single day. Excessive caffeine is bad for you. But a few cups of coffee are actually good for you. Just be careful what you add to it. That creamer, all those other things, they can be loaded with phosphorus, potassium, calcium. There's protein in there. All sorts of hidden things in those additives. So, no excessive caffeine, but that does not mean no caffeine. If you enjoy coffee, have a few cups every day. It's good for you. All right, this one's a pretty easy one. Alcohol. Don't excessively use alcohol. As a matter of fact, alcohol use, if it's excessive, over doubles your chances of having severe kidney damage. So avoid alcohol. I don't drink any alcohol, but that's just the way I am. If you are going to drink occasionally and drink very little. And if you can, try to stick to the less hard stuff, things like beer and wine. All right, now this one's going to be a tough one for some of you. Stop smoking. No smoking. You know it's bad for you. I'm not going to give you the whole spiel on that. But it is really bad for your kidneys. First of all, it's going to help drive your blood pressure up, which is bad. You don't want high blood pressure. It's going to restrict the size of your blood vessels in your kidneys. So now your kidneys are getting less blood. They're being choked off. You don't want that. Also, you're probably not aware of this, but smoking, it impacts your medications. So they're not going to work as effectively as they should. So cut smoking. If you're still doing it, you got to stop. There's a number of reasons. Your kidneys are just one of them. All right. This one might be a shocker, but eating a high protein diet is tough and can cause kidney damage. Now it's funny, everywhere you look, everything has protein in it, and it seems like the more the better. Well, that's a falsehood. You do not need excess protein. There's a certain amount you need. You can go to dadvicetv.com and there's a calculator on there, and you look up your ideal body weight and what your frame structure is, and if you're a male or a female and your height, and it will help you calculate how much protein you should eat a day. Now, animal protein, which is the most common, is really, really tough on your kidneys. It puts them through a workout. And after you eat animal protein, your body, your kidneys go into hyperfiltration mode, and that lasts for 2 to 3 hours, that they're just working overtime, whether they need to or not. So you're putting lots of stress on them, making them work a lot, wearing them out. So no high protein diet. Now, we've talked about this before, and hopefully you've seen my videos about protein and chronic kidney disease. Plant-based protein is completely different. You can eat it. Your body does not go into hyperfiltration mode. So try to substitute plant-based protein for animal protein as much as possible. And animal protein, it's inside meat, dairy, eggs, it's all over the place. And it's also what's usually used to increase the protein in a lot of the products that you see. Now, when you do pick plant-based, try also to pick non-soy plant-based. Soy can cause inflammation. Inflammation is not good for your kidneys. All right, this is the worst bad habit out there. This causes the most kidney damage. Diabetes. Not managing your diabetes is awful. You gotta manage it if you have diabetes. So when your blood sugar gets high, you got too much glucose, you're damaging your kidneys. And you need to keep that down, keep it in check, so you're not putting all that extra strain and damage to your kidneys. You also should get your A1C checked. This is different than the blood test, your glucose test that you do at home when you prick your finger and stuff like that. Get your A1C tested by your doctor and keep it below 7%. 7% is the maximum you want your A1C. But 44% of new cases of kidney disease are caused by diabetes not being managed. 1 in 4 adults who have diabetes have kidney disease. So if you got diabetes, manage it. Okay? No exceptions. Speaking of no exceptions, if you have high blood pressure, you better be managing it. The second leading cause of new cases of kidney disease, unmanaged high blood pressure. High blood pressure just gets things pumping. It's putting a ton of stress on your kidneys, doing damage. And here's where it gets worse. Your kidneys help regulate your blood pressure. So you got high blood pressure, they're getting damaged. Your blood pressure's going up even more because they can't regulate it. You're just in this downward spiral that's only going to end with death or kidney failure. If you have high blood pressure, manage it. Take your meds, get your exercise, do what you need to do. Manage that high blood pressure. And last, number 12, obesity or being overweight. And those are two separate things. They're similar, but they are separate. Those also cause all sorts of issues. Heart problems, they lead to high blood pressure, it leads to diabetes, it can damage your kidneys. You gotta take care of that. If your BMI is 30 or over, you're obese. If your BMI is 25 to 29.9, you're overweight. You should be exercising 5 days a week for 30 minutes a day. And this could be a brisk walk, it could be swimming. Find something you like. I've got a video about that, exercising and kidney disease. There's lots of options out there. Find something you can do and that you like. Also, if in the future you have kidney failure and you need a transplant, most places require a BMI below 35. So let's go ahead, let's get that taken care of now. It's going to improve things. It's going to help your kidneys function better. It's going to drive your GFR up, and hopefully you'll never ever need to worry about a transplant. But if you do, you don't want to be, 36, 37, 38 BMI and not able to get a transplant because of that. When the time comes, if it does, and I hope it never does, but if the time comes and you need a transplant, you need to focus on that, not then on losing weight, because you're not going to have enough energy. You're not going to feel like you want to do that. So take care of that today. And there you have it. 12 bad habits that are causing kidney damage. Hopefully you have none or just a few of these, and you're going to be motivated and inspired to work on them. Kidney disease does not mean your kidney is going to get worse every day. By managing your diet, by working with your team, by taking care of yourself, you can greatly slow down the decline in your kidney function. You can halt it, bring it to a stop, or you can back it up and improve your kidney function. It is possible. It is a myth that you cannot improve your kidneys. Now, there's no cure, so it's going to take work on your part, but you can do it. I'm a great example. When I was diagnosed, the doctor told me I had no chance of getting better. I still cannot believe she told me that. My wife was in tears. I'm just be honest. She was in tears. She could not believe that. My future was death, a transplant, or dialysis. And there was no hope, no chance, according to my nephrologist. Well, I showed her wrong. I worked with my primary care physician. I went online. I learned everything I could. I scienced the heck out of kidney disease to figure out what works around the world. And I started doing it for myself. And in the first 9 weeks, just 9 weeks, I over doubled my kidney function. Yep. The person who was told no hope went from stage 5 all the way up to the edge of stage 4, almost stage 3 in just 9 weeks. Okay, you can do it, and I'm here to help. Now, I've got all these videos posted on YouTube. Please go there, subscribe. If you subscribe, click the little bell icon. That way you get a notification every time I upload some great information that'll help you fight kidney disease. Also, please share this with anyone you know that is fighting kidney disease. I am part of your team. We're going to beat this, okay? The more you know, the better. I'm trying to empower everyone with education so that they can fight kidney disease, kick its butt, and then inspire others to do the same thing. Because losing is not an option. Now, you can also learn a lot more on dadvicetv.com, my website. Tons of great information on there, and I keep adding more and more to it. And if you want to talk to me directly, join the conversation. Find me on Facebook, facebook.com/dadvicetv. I'm on there. I'm very active, and I love reaching out, helping people, giving my opinion, my advice, my experience, sharing it all. Thanks for watching.